after falling at Scottsdale Stadium to San Francisco 5-1. But the good thing
ahead of this, Bob Melvin is counting on to, add some more length when you
Bogart, Soto. They're going to be problematic for everybody. And right off the top, Justin Steele. So free pass. Little spin move. Bringing that one in. Just gold medal treatment to Tommy Hotovy back in the mix after being a little under the weather. Nelson Cruz. That ball. Swanson pushes adaptations of pitches these days. And there's the out pitch right there. Justin Steele gets Ruben Odor chopping
curveball. A lot of usage of that fastball sitting at 60%. So
I'm going to catch up with Rossi. Foul ball. It's a routine out. San Diego Padres. Dansby Swanson, former teammate on the mat to shortstop. There you go. Ian Happ draws a walk.
Trey in his lineup.
Strike three. Mancini these days. BTW. Ground ball to otherwise is in addition to.
A chance to lock up one of those bench spots. There it is.
Throw right in the right spot. Nico tried to let it travel. Not really.
Well, I think it's going to be something we talk about a lot during the season. Yeah. And people might say, see.
Clock will certainly keep him honest this season.
Well, keep him honest, but as far as, just holding guys on a little bit more.
In evening games under the lights. Swanson gobbles it up. Shoots,
to manage.
And that ball absolutely just fouled. That one lifted.
Gives you the foul ball as opposed to a rock.
Hit well. However, Matt Carpenter, you start to get tired. Sometimes your swing gets a little bit lazy. That ball hit well by Yan Gomes. However, in the small spatterings. He's a big fan of Jim Riggleman back in the day. Going Sands under to right field. That one gobbled up by Brandon Dix. Maybe a base knock for number 32. Slim down a lot. He's lean. He's every bit of 6'4" and stands in.
Well, I had a chance a couple years ago before COVID hit. We was in the cage, home in off season, in a spot that he had to pass
to Nelson Cruz. Silky Johnson is hater of the year. He should be a shoe-in. More solid contact. 3 with 9 RBIs. We like a guy that you know quite well, Pedro Martinez. Like folklore and root again, how he maintained his greatness. Not a bad idea. Nico
gate that out. So you have to come out and throw strikes at some point. So you
don't want to do is be out there for longer than necessary. The ball falls in front of Talkman. There you have it.
Yeah, great. And then tomorrow I got the dark. So I'm just going to get my hands on the dot.
Stretched out. The at-bats are coming. Guys are coming back from the WBC. Some guys. You can't get that playoff atmosphere until you get in there.
On third. There you go.
Now I figure I'll follow up after we've seen a few innings from him and what you've seen so far.
Yeah, big things out of him this year.
Rossi, how important is it for a guy like Justin Steele to have every single part of it?
That's why you see a lot of gray hairs.
Yeah.
I mean, you talk about catchers.
The only player on the field who can see the whole field. What an unbelievable play by Ruben Odor. Season acquisition for the Chicago Cubs. This is one that went down as soon as spring training.
In rare form to be the guy that can get those precious 3 outs at the.
There's guys like CC Sabathia and David Wells who pitched better
in the offseason.
We got a strike 3 on Adam Engel. Quickest pair of plate appearances today with 2 free passes. No, that's never what you want to see. That one.
Right down. That's your starting catcher.
That he is.
So it's unfortunate no matter what.
Carpenter swings through that one. 1-1.
Probably on.
Count runs at 2-1. Hasn't really found it this spring training. He's dialed in on that one. Shoots it.
And what you try to do is bottle up in off season and bring it back. You know.
Colin Dansby Swanson off. Take a scenic route on that one. Cruz.
Today, there would have been an out for the Cubbies. Had the bases been a little smaller.
That's all that was.
I just think the bigger base is going to help.
How much does 4 extra inches and 90 feet of base path? How much easier does that really make?
Just keep moving.
Like Ron Burgundy told Veronica Corningstone, agree to disagree, like you will with these bases. As Trey Mancini swings away.
Absolutely agree.
These ladies and gentlemen. Trey puts that one on the turf, just making that transition. That ball hit. Just angle, camped under that. Oof. That ball hammered by Yan Gomes. And up into Rios.
Back over and show that I can play and contribute. And he's handling the bat well.
Foul ball.
These are the ones that can propel you to bats.
Well, at least with those.
Like you said, the helmets. What was your first spring training number, Cliff? Talking.
It's been so much fun to be a part of with how unique it is.
Madrigal, he's occupying the hot corner at third base, but it was there one moment.
Good games and see a lot of good players, and that's what makes it fun too. That we do get to watch it all live. Yeah.
Whether it's a Matt Mervis or whoever it may be, a Pete Crow Armstrong.
Before we get to know Patrick Wisdom, and that is a big journey. I think that's the biggest thing because it's
It made you get out of there quick. You know what I mean? I was like, look, I will not take another I've seen this spring.
You talk about the grind. One of the things that, as I'm down in Iowa, you get to.
Yeah, and that cultivation process, it's huge, at least. Not only do you see the new room, but they have that nutrition center where they have the shakes and everything to keep them in tune. But hopefully these young men realize the opportunity that lies in front of them, and they take full advantage.
It's just eyes on, different situations.
And it feels like at that point in your career is special.
Tim Lopes, Matthew Batten.
I had a chance. Yeah, I had
that you went to.
It's unbelievable. And I just really think that.
Isn't there, Cliff?
It was a pure time.
Anybody take a few? A burrito and 2 tacos for me. He held the Diego as well. Matt Mervis lifts this one. Josh Hader looking to be the man for San Diego. Full count to Nico.
This time, but it appears, at least right now, at times Nico has used it when he has 2 strikes.
Count. That one beats up Matt Carpenter.
Cover first base.
That ball. Adam Engel, however, goes back right before the track. Some swing and misses. All about the strikeout. Coming in to pinch hit for Adam Engel right here at the top of the lineup. All innings, and before you know it, clearly back down to
what you can do.
And this is a game that Cubs coaching staff is pretty impeccable. Picks that one up. Next, that cheek skin will be pickled from all the salt.
Well, you've been there?
The new stick for San Diego.
Why?
Trey Mancini flashes. You knew that, though, didn't you?
Of course not.